The Human Development Index, or more known as HDI, is a tool created by United Nations Development Program. It measures and ranks a country's level of social economy development based on three criteria: life expectancy at birth, literacy, and standard of living. Life expectancy at birth is used to see how healthy people in one country are. They usually measure it by seeing how long people live. The longer, the healthier. While standard of living is calculating the gross national income per capita. Literacy is used to see how educated people in a country are. The mean years of schooling, how many children are attending school, the expected years of schooling, and how many can read and write. Out of all the countries out there, since 2009, Norway has always been in first place with its HDI rank. Norway is located in northern Europe and have around 5.1 million people living on it. The life expectancy at birth in Norway is until 81.5 years old. The mean years of schooling is 12.6 years, while the expected years of schooling is 17.6 years. The GNI per capita in Norway is 63,909. The Inequality Adjusted Development Index in Norway is 0.890. The Gender Inequality Index in Norway is 0.075. While the adjusted net saving, which is the percentage of GNI in Norway, is 12.8%. And lastly, the demography. In Norway, there is 4.9 million. Now let's focus on Norway's education. In Norway, the education system is made out of primary school, lower secondary school, and upper secondary school. Education in Norway is mandatory for all children aged 6 until 16 years old. Primary and lower secondary education in Norway is founded on the principle of a unified school system that provides equal and adapted education for all on the basis of a single national curriculum. All public education is free in Norway, and classes are taught in Norwegian, with the exception of foreign language classes, of course. The different municipalities in Norway are responsible for the running and administration of their public schools. The school year runs from August to mid-June and consists of 2 semesters with a Christmas holiday in the middle.
The Human Development Index has different factors, including the Education Index. Education could be described as the wealth of knowledge and skills gained by an individual. It consists of lessons and studies that gives people a wider range of knowledge and understanding. The most common form of education would be in a form of school that provides various subjects. Its aim is to make individuals well-mannered, knowledgeable, civilized, and aware of what's happening around the world. It is a key that could open the doors while people face problems in their lives. As to the importance of education, it is classified as one of the measurements of a country's average achievement in key dimensions of human development. Education develops a person's ability, earns of living, awareness, and a stable life. It plays an important role in helping individuals grow to be mature and aim for achievement. The education index of a country is measured by the average years of schooling or education received in life. Norway sets the first rank of HDI since 2009. Norway's educational system sets a high goal that they are willing to achieve in terms of academic levels and participation in sports, arts, or language. The education level provided towards the citizens are required in order to make them become successful. Their main policy is education for all. Young people should have the equal rights in order to receive education no matter how poor or rich they are, their gender, cultural background, physical condition, and where they live. All public education in Norway is free from charge. More than 100,000 students in Norway receive support from the State Educational Loan Fund.
Meanwhile, in Indonesia, what's the education like? The HDI is in the 108th rank. Education is based on wealth. As a lot of Indonesian citizens are facing extreme poverty, most of the poor people don't have access to schools. Usually, the problems are in terms of money, transport, distance, and others. The big gap between the rich and poor people in terms of wealth causes the rich people to have a bigger opportunity in having a good education, while the poor people have an extremely small opportunity in having an at least proper education. misalignment of responsibilities and revenues, no minimum service standard required as a part of the educational policy, and even the basic resource allocation that's affordable is limited, causing Indonesia's HDI to be all the way on the 108th rank.
Just two countries, we can see that the difference in terms of education directly affects the HDI. Every person should have access to education not based on their wealth. Norway runs first place, while Indonesia runs 108th place. As a nation, several things can be done by Indonesians to solve this problem. Try providing poor families with scholarships, or perhaps schools that are free from charge. Another option is the equalization of funding to support poor regions that encourage increase in quality. Fairness and development plays an important role in making the education index higher, as fairness is everyone getting what they need in order to become successful. And an opportunity to have access to education would massively help the young ones. Education should be organized as a lifelong learning perspective.
As a nation, we can make Indonesia's education index higher. So stop watching this video and push our limits.